All praise is due to my Most High God, Master Kingdom of Black Supremacy. All praise is due to my Most High God, Master Kingdom of Black Supremacy. All praise is due to my Most High God, Master Kingdom of Black Supremacy. In this particular video, I would like to talk about the divine order of a supreme oneness, or the supreme oneness of the Black consciousness of my Most High God, Master Kingdom of Black Supremacy. Oneness is order. Oneness is divine order. Oneness is structure, is unity, is self-determination, is faith, is respect. Oneness is not stepping on no one else's neck to show how much of a oneness you are, or an individual oneness that you are. When you represent a royal oneness, it's an order of things. You will be in alignment of it. It's like an echo. The oneness is like an echo. When one say one thing and another say another thing, they're saying the same thing. They're not saying nothing different. Oneness is respect. Respecting others, respecting their path, respecting their trials and tribulation that help them get to that oneness. Help them obtain that oneness. And to where it's like, you have to understand that, like, we have our paths, but all paths are road lead to Black rulership. King Noble Black rulership at that. There's no stepping on others' necks to show your neck. We lift each other up. We do not pull each other down. If we want others to witness this divine oneness of supreme greatness and true divine order, we have to display that. We have to display that oneness. We have to go beyond fear, lack, doubt, and limitation. And be patient. Be patient in our stance, in our divine supreme stance. Be patient in our oneness stance. And we represent God in this oneness. We represent my Most High God, Master King Noble Black Supremacy. He is the big God. We are the little gods, operating for God, representing for God. When they see us, little gods, they see big God. They see the definition of big God and what it represents in that oneness. And when you step out of that oneness, you're not representing big God anymore. You're representing individuality. You're representing egoism. You're representing fear. You're representing doubt. You're representing limitation. It's a oneness. It's a supreme oneness. No one is, more into the oneness other than God. We're representing for God, so that's what we display. When people see that, they need to see, when people see us, they need to see that. They need to see the oneness, they need to see the patience. They don't need to see, little gods, devotees, disciples stepping out of their line, disrespecting other disciples because of the ego, because of attention, because of the fear, because of the validation of the matrix. We represent God. God is beyond this world, and so must we will, and so must we shall be, if we are little gods representing the big God. We cannot display no parts of the wickedness, if that's what we're trying to heal. We must display we must display wholeness, peace, patience, freedom, divine freedom. People come to the little gods, to the devotees, to the disciples, to have more of a supreme understanding from God. We're the witnesses. We're the embodiment. We are the blueprint. So understand that. Reverence that. Understand who you are and what you represent when you're in the world. Understand who you are and who you represent. Because a oneness is only King Noble Black Supremacy, my Most High God Master. There's not a you. There's not an individual devotee. It's not an individual disciple. It's only the mind of God. One mind, one body, and one soul. I have to excuse my cat. She had a little cat nap. But she's also in the oneness of Black Supremacy and Black Rulership, saying Black Supremacy. But yeah, it's not about looking better or cooler or having, this attention on you. The only attention you need to be seeking is God. The attention that you're pulling from the matrix is not for yourself. We're pulling attention so people can watch God, not watch us. We're the reason why, and the example of why, and why they will, they can, and they must come and reverence our Most High God, Master King Noble Black Supremacy. We're the reason for that. We're the example for that. So when you move, have patience when you move. Don't move from an egotistical mindset. Because ego mindset is not a mind of God. And is nowhere near the mind of God. And we only portray, when we're out there in the world, being a devoted supreme being or divine disciple. We only have representations of God in the moment. Stay in the moment. Don't leave out the moment. Don't get distracted. Don't let them divide us with the tactics they use in white supremacy and the agents that come from white supremacy saying who understands what. Don't let your ego grow. Stay focused and undistracted on the mission, and that's Black rulership. That's the mind of God, having more people enter and have more supreme understanding of the mind of God. Understand, only the chosen can praise. Only the chosen can be the example. Only the chosen can worship. So, understand your position and play it well. Don't step out of that. Don't forget you're the little God representing for the big God. If the big God gives a position to a certain little God, respect that, honor that. Honor that. Honor that. Don't go above that. Don't disrespect that. If you love God, you will love what God loves. If you respect God, you will respect what God honors and loves and respects. You know, be a vessel. Don't pretend to be a vessel. Don't just be a vessel when you want to be a vessel. Stay in the moment of being the embodiment of vesselment. You know, stay in the oneness. Don't step out because of attention that you think that you're getting from this world. Because it's not real. The only thing real is my Most High God, Master, King, Noble, Black Supremacy. And on another note, in life, in this moment, in this reality, in this illusion of the illusionary that you have placed yourself into, or don't realize that you're in, be wise and careful who you mistreat. Be wise and careful who you treat like shit that you think you don't need. Because God will make the enemies the footstool. So be wise of that. Always humble yourself. Stay humble. Stay in the oneness of the humbleness. God works in mysterious ways because He is a mysterious God, my Most High God, Master, King of Black Supremacy. He sees all. Even when He gives orders and you don't follow it. Or you make an excuse to move when God told you to be still and be silent. God sees all. To realize you're not playing with God, you're only playing with yourself. Because God don't play games. You keep playing and you will not be in the mind of God anymore. Just as though He gave it to you, as though, He blessed you. He should take it away if you're not grateful and thankful for it. When you're truly grateful and thankful, it shows examples of it. So be wise. Be wise. A true follower, a true blind follower, a true devotee, a true disciple We're not trying to compete with no other disciples, devotees, or blind followers. We're trying to compete with the person we were a couple seconds ago. We can care less about what you're doing, what you think that you're doing. A true devotee disciple, blind follower, their biggest focus is God and the obedience of God and staying up under that obedience in the moment. Not when just someone's looking, or he has to give lectures, or he has to save some parts of the world. Obey all the time. You think he don't see you being disobedient, but he sees you. He takes notes. Are you taking notes that God is taking notes, that you're not in the alignment of where you're supposed to be? And the only time when you get in alignment is when you want to compete or feel some type of way or feel as though you're better than someone else. Be better than yourself that you were a couple seconds ago. That egotistical self, that rebellious, that resilient, that, that disrespectful self you were. That, I'm going to pretend to be on God's side for now. That's Judas energy. That's wickedness energy. Either you're going to ride with us or you're not. Pick a side and stay there. Because after a while, God will pick a side and keep you there. And if he got to pick a side, it's not going to be on his side. He will keep you there on the other side. Because that's where you want to be. Be for real with this. Open your heart so you can feel the heart of God. And you can really hear the mind of God and enter in it and stay there in the moment. And go beyond fear, lack, doubt, and limitation. It's not about being, better than anybody in this world. It's about your true self-development, your true self-growth, your true self-determination. A lot of people don't know how to grow in this world. But as God's devotees and disciples, we're the example of growth. That's what we're supposed to be showing. We're following God and we're growing with God. God is growing all the time. We are the seeds that is planted in this divine, illusionary world we call the Matrix. That's really God's playground. Perfecting his imperfections. Stay focused. Stay undistracted. Become fearlessness. Become invincibility. All praises due to my Most High God, Master Kingdom of Black Supremacy. All praises due to my Most High God, Master Kingdom of Black Supremacy. All praises due to my Most High God, Master Kingdom of Black Supremacy. I am grateful. I am thankful. I trust. I'm appreciative. And I will forever give reverence and worship and serve my God all the days of my lives. Black Supremacy. Have a supreme, beautiful day.